Hello, welcome to Luisitabakes. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful soft vanilla cake filled with dulce de leche and sliced fresh strawberries. It is decorated with an amazingly light stabilized whipped cream frosting. So let's get started. In a big mixing bowl, add half of a cup of butter, which has to be at room temperature. Then add 1.5 cups of white sugar and about 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And of course vanilla. I added about 3 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Mix it up for about 4 minutes with the hand mixer until it's getting all foamy and lighter in color. Then add the rest of the wet ingredients, 4 large eggs at room temperature, and 1 cup of buttermilk, which has to be at room temperature for best results. Mix it all in until it's fully combined. Now we're gonna add the dry ingredients. So we need 2.5 cups of cake flour and the leavening agents, 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of baking soda for a fluffy cake. Do not forget to add half of a teaspoon of salt to enhance the flavor. Mix it with a hand mixer until everything is just combined. But do not overmix it. It should have a nice and smooth consistency. Now we're gonna fill the cake batter into our baking pans. I'm using 8-inch sized cake pans, which are greased and lined with parchment paper. Then just smooth them out with a spatula, since it's a fairly thick cake batter. Bake the cake layers for about 20 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. To decorate the cake, I used the stabilized whipped cream frosting. I'll show you the recipe in the end of the video. So cover the first cake layer completely and fill it with about 1/3 cup of dulce de leche. I made the dulce de leche from a can of sweetened condensed milk. You just cook it for about 3.5 hours and it makes this beautiful dark caramel with a unique flavor. You have to try it. Then we fill the cake with a lot of sliced strawberries just to cover the dulce de leche. And of course top it with the whipped cream frosting to make sure the cake layers stay in place and everything is nice and secure. Add the second cake layer and push it down to remove any trapped air. Cover it with frosting and repeat the same steps as before. So add some dulce de leche, smooth it out. I really love this flavor combination. My mouth is watering just by watching this video. Add the strawberries and cover the whole cake with whipped cream frosting. I like to use a piping bag to get straight borders around the cake filling. I usually cover the cake with a thin layer of frosting as a crumb coat, freeze it for about 10 minutes, and then add a second layer of frosting to really have a nice and thick cover for the cake. I love using a metal cake scrape to get the smooth and sharp edges. Since the whipped cream frosting is more volatile than a standard buttercream, be careful working with it. Pop the cake in the fridge for about 40 minutes before adding some dulce de leche on top of it. Then pipe some nice whipped cream swirls on top of the cake. This time I used my favorite piping tip, the 6B piping tip. Finish decorating the cake with some nice strawberry slices on each swirl. And that's it. This is my beautiful vanilla cake with a dulce de leche and fresh strawberry filling and a whipped cream frosting. Isn't that cake just so beautiful? Give me a thumbs up and let me know how you like this video in the comments. Thank you guys for watching and happy baking! So now I'm going to show you the stabilized whipped cream frosting recipe. You need 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, and 3.5 cups of very cold heavy cream. Mix it until soft peaks form. It should take about 5 minutes. Then add 3.5 teaspoons of warm gelatin, which soaked in water, and mix it in. And that's it. Thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it. Bye.